The people of Busch Gardens Williamsburg and the theme park enthusiasts were heartbroken when the news broke out that in 2018 the classic Curse of Dark Castle ride, located at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, would be closing, and a crowd of people thought about what could be a replacement for this ride, which could possibly be another dark ride or indoor roller coaster. And looking at the accurate source, Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans, who predicted the Pantheon, the stepping stool is the exact thing we were checking out. The Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans also predicted in 2021 that the Curse of Dark Castle ride has been announced, that the almost proves that this ride is coming to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And if you didn't know, on the 30th of December in 2021, Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans, which like I said before, they are a very reliable source, and they leak accurate information of prior rides. Now they are looking at a Project Dark Coaster that will be in the prior Curse of Dark Castle show building. Before I prove why this is happening, I'm going to give you background knowledge of what BGWFans leaked, which is known as Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans. As people predicted, this ride will be a family indoor launch coaster built by Intamin, but it is also a quad launch coaster. I will talk about how that works in a minute, but it is crazy to hear that the coaster is not just an Intamin family launch coaster model, more accurately a motorbike version of this ride, like Wavebreaker at SeaWorld, San Antonio. So the design concept will be like Vecoma's motorbike coasters, except the ride is built by Intamin. And it's interesting that Busch Gardens decided to work with Intamin again, because they built Pantheon and possibly Dragonspire being built at the park too. And now we will talk about this ride being a quad launch coaster, meaning it will have 4 launches, but it's weird that this ride will only have 2 launch tracks. This ride will still be a quad launch coaster, but not a shuttle coaster, and it can run multiple trains, and this will work because the circuit on the ride will be separated by the switch tracks from the station platform. The picture here shows that the roller coaster is using the switch tracks, and you exit the station and you go around the layout of the ride once. Then you back around, then you complete the layout again. And then the last switch track switches you to the straight track instead of the curved track. And then you can enter back into the station. And it's smart that they are doing this because it makes you feel like there's more space than there actually is, since before the dark ride layout of this ride can't be very tall or can't even have a large element because of the size of the building, which held a dark ride, since there was using the switch track element, which will make the ride enjoyable, because if the switch track wasn't there, it would be a shorter ride. Before I talk about more speculation, I will study the new information about the track being spotted nearby Busch Gardens Williamsburg. For this new roller coaster, some people may think this track is replacement track, but there is also supports, and it's unlikely that they would be replacing track as well as the supports. So this track most likely is for the dark coaster. So this rumor turned into evidence for the unrumored coaster that is now confirmed that's happening. Now we will talk about the speculative side of what we don't know about this ride. We know this ride looks like it's going to be an Intamin ride because they just worked with Intamin for Pantheon, and they want to continue working with them in the future. The ride will probably have the motorbike design similar to the Jet Rescue at SeaWorld San Antonio, and most likely it will contain the switch tracks. And most likely it will contain the quad launch design using the switch tracks. The major question is the theming of the ride. The theming of the ride could be similar to the Curse of Dark Castles because the whole queue has been preserved, but the ride is ripped out. But the queue still stands today, and the wall facade is still there too. The storyline will most likely be the same. Another question is, what is the concept of the motorbike like? You can be on a horse while trying to escape the Dark Castle. That can be a good developed theme idea. The next question is, what is the theming in the layout? Since you're going through the layout twice, are you going to see the same layout theming twice, or one per go-around? This could possibly be like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, where there is a screen interaction that lets you change what's happening on the second go-around through the layout. You would think you're in a different part of the show building doing different things. Actually, the Curse of Dark Castle had screen interaction. Audio for the ride, like there is audio on the motorbike ride. Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. If you have the indoor family coaster with the theme, you can tell the story through the on-ride audio, and that would make it like the original Curse of Dark Castle ride. And they could keep the speakers and the ride real cool. And the theme overall should be the same with the Dark Castle realm to what we had with the original Curse of Dark Castle ride. There is a lot of things that confirm this ride happening. The switch track is a smart idea too. Make sure to subscribe to get all the information you need about roller coasters and more. And that's it for the Pond Films, and I'm out.